late last year, we had Alex Koutmos working on some features. And one feature is the ability to edit your comments on the site, not have the original comment be emailed directly to the recipients. The notifications be delayed, basically. So if I write a comment, I think I have 3 or 5 minutes to edit that right away, just for typos. And you know how you always notice a typo right after you hit submit, right? Even with the preview, we have a preview button. You can preview the markdown. You can look at it, and then you hit send, and then it's like, oh gosh.
Undo emails, the feature which I use the most.
Exactly.
Undo.
So this is like basically the undo email feature in our commenting system. And to do that, we have to say, okay, delay the email notifications for this comment for 5 minutes. So that person has a chance to edit it. We don't want to send out the original if they're going to change it. And so for that, Alex added OBAN, which you can do exactly that feature. So OBAN is a background processing library that's persistent. It uses Postgres as its persistence layer. So Alex added that, and he said, hey, there's a bunch of other stuff that we could cut over to OBAN if you want me to. And I was like, nah, I'll take care of that. And then I never did. Thankfully, I didn't.
Because things happen.
Because Parker was listening to that episode, and out of nowhere, he opens this amazing pull request, the one that Gerhard just thanked him for.
378,
where he basically goes through our entire website and best practiced fashion OBAN usage, removing some dependencies like Quantum, which was a cron scheduling thing, which OBAN can do cron scheduling, all this cool stuff. So thank you for that. It's an amazing PR. And it was cool to see not just OBAN being used more broadly, but also like the guy who wrote it. So you know it's the right way to use it versus me trying to use it with my limited knowledge. So that was really cool to see. And his reasoning was actually that. He's like, here's a nice open source code base that's using OBAN. I want it to be using it in the best way possible. So when people see it, they see best practices. So that's why he said he did it. Now, the rollout to that caused this incident, and that's all coming back to me. He had a typo in the production config, which of course it's only in prod. So none of our test environment runs it. In dev, you're not going to see it. In test, you're not going to see it. And so I did all my due diligence except for in prod. And then we did our due diligence in prod when we deployed it and everything broke. Now, this pointed out this insufficiency in our deployment process, right, Gerhard? Because this should have never went live.